Ann, and today's conversation is, can you forgive a cheater?
And today's drink is,
This is Diet Coke and whiskey.
I don't know if you need the recipe for that, but or we'll put it down there anyway. So here we go.
So, Tanya, how many times have you been cheated on?
I can't even name. I can't even like remember the count. It's so many times. I don't think I've been with anybody that has not cheated.
Wow, wow. Have you cheated on anybody?
No, I've never. I'm not that type of person. When I'm done, I'm done. Well, let me take that back. Let me qualify that. I remember. I don't know if you would qualify. After I told my husband I wanted a divorce and served him with the paperwork, then I started seeing someone else. But it wasn't. I didn't do anything behind his back. He knew about it. So technically, I guess on the legal sense, I guess that would be cheating. But I didn't hide anything.
Well, for me, not all my relationships have ended with cheating. So,
Okay.
I've always noticed when my relationships are going into another path, and then I've always tried to end them before they got to a point of cheating.
Hmm.
So even when it was on their side, if I felt like we weren't vibing like we used to, I would talk, and if I didn't feel the vibe was going to get there, I ended it. But I have been cheated on. I have been cheated on.
Would you say the majority of your relationships, or large? Like, what would you say the
I
percentage would
wouldn't
be?
say the majority of my relationships ended with cheating, but I would say the ones where I fell in love the most, where I was more invested in the relationships, ended with cheating.
Okay. Well, even though it didn't end in cheating, did cheating happen? Because sometimes cheating doesn't necessarily mean the end of the relationship.
Um, no, I think it was mostly cheating. They ended with the cheating. I mean, like my husband, well, we didn't end with cheating,
That's what I
but
mean.
we ended with death. But he cheated, and that's what stopped us from living together,
Right.
stopped us from being in one home. Now, we didn't get no divorce, but
Right.
our
But you
relationship
weren't
is
able to reconcile and do the whole forgiveness routine because of other tragedy.
because of the
Yeah.
other tragedy.
Right.
So I'm not sure if we would ever went that route.
Right, right, right. Well, I mean, do you think like when someone cheats on you, do you think that you could forgive them for cheating and move on? No, no. When I say forgive them, I mean like for real. I get it. You made a mistake. The slate is clean. Now let's act like nothing's happened.
Now, for me, the answer would be no. So one time I was at this party, and this lady and her husband walked in, and we got into this conversation about cheating. And this lady stated this to me. She said, when somebody cheats on you, you have to be the person who never can bring it up, can't talk about it anymore, have to push it out your memory, and I'm just not that type of person. I can't
You
let it
you you
go.
one of those ones that's always bringing up old stuff.
Yeah, I can't let it go. I can't let it go.
Because every time I could imagine like every time you got mad at this person, you always gonna bring up the cheating incident. And for me, it's like I want to forgive, but I feel like more important than forgiving you for the cheating, the trust is gone. So if you no longer have any trust, you no longer have a relationship. So therefore, when I say, can you forgive? Yes. Can the relationship continue as if nothing happened? No.
Well, see, I feel like I can forgive, but I can't forget.
That's my point. You can't forget.
I
Now, you know what? But I actually thought about this a long time ago. Like, if a man cheats on you and he says sorry and he's genuine, he's going to do what is necessary to make sure you know that he is truly sorry. His whole patterns are going to change for the good, and he's going to nurse you through your hurt and your pain. I think with a lot of men, when they make their mistake and they get upset when women don't forget their cheating, is when you break my arm, and I got a cast on, my arm is still broke. It's like you gotta wait for that arm to heal before the cast comes off. And the only way it heals is because I've gone to the doctor, and your doctor's done the x-ray, I've gotten it wrapped up. And to compare that to a relationship, that means you have to let me heal. And you have to be the doctor, meaning you gotta do everything to gain my trust back. So if that means for a little while you don't go out, if that's what triggered you cheating, or for a little while you leave your phone laying around, you didn't change your number. If you are the aggressor, or you're the person who done the cheating, then you have to do the repairing.
Yeah, and I think some of the issues I see with women that try to do that with a man is that they feel like if I'm good for 2 weeks, you need to let me go again.
No.
And 2 weeks is not it. It's almost like you got to do this crap for 6 months to a year.
You got to do it for however long she
needs
it. And if you don't want to put in the work, don't ask for forgiveness. Move on.
Yes.
That's what I say. So like if you for real love your woman and you got caught up, because let's face it, there's a lot of temptation in the world. It happens, okay? But if you really, really, truly love your woman, then you got to deal with whatever she needs to mend her heart. And that's why relationships after cheating normally do not work, because the men don't want to put in the work. Or whoever cheated, I'm not saying that women don't cheat, but a high percentage of men cheat. So therefore, we're talking about that.
Yes, because I've never been cheated on by a woman, because I don't know. I don't do women.
I
don't know
but
about women like
men,
that.
especially men watching, will be the first thing, well, men ain't the only one that cheat. This man bashing. No, we can only speak to you from a woman's perspective.
So if you are a man and you've been cheated on, please put your comments down below, because I would love to hear about women and how they cheat. I don't know. I don't really hang around with those type of women. That's not in my circle of women that cheats.
Well, I got one friend.
Oh, you got one friend.
I got this one friend. Not you. Let's do this disclaimer. Not you. I have this one friend that she cheats, and then sometimes she would use me as her scapegoat, and I didn't want to be caught up in that. Like, don't like, cause her dude knows me, and he knew my phone number, and at the time I was married, and she was married, and so he would call thinking like. It's a long story, but I do know women who cheat.
Well, I know one part of it that I don't like about people that cheat is that I've been on the other side, where the man has cheated with me on someone else. And I do not like that when the woman blames me for her man cheating.
Listen, now you and I done had arguments.
Yeah, we done had arguments. We don't
drag out
views on this.
Now listen, I'm not gonna be mad at you if I don't know you. Because just like he's lying to you, he's lying to me. Okay? Now, it's different if I didn't seen you around, you've seen me with him, you know that we in a relationship, and then I find out that he's cheating with you, and then you still have that same attitude like, I ain't cheating on you, he cheating on you.
Well,
But because my thing is, it's just blatant disrespect when you know this man is in a relationship.
But I feel like if you're going to be mad, you got to be mad. If they both know you, you got to be mad at the both of them. You can't be mad just at the woman, and you can't hold her to a higher standard and him to a lower standard. They got to be held both accountable.
Both are accountable, but what I'm saying is women have a habit of being mad at each other. But you got to look at the whole circumstance. It's like, if I don't know you, I don't have anything against you, because I know how men work.
Well, for me, I feel like I'm single. I'm not with him. I'm not with him. I owe no one anything.
Even if you know
I did not walk. Well, if I know you, I'm not that type.
Right.
If I know you, I'm not about to mess with your man. Even after you break up with your man, I'm not about to go and be with your man.
Well, that's my point.
And that's a girl code right there.
Right.
But most of these women don't know each other. And when they find out their man is cheating on with this other woman, instead of talking to him, they attack her. Exactly. Just like when we talked in one of the other episodes, I got pizza man delivered. My mail tried to get forward. I didn't know this lady from Tom or Jerry.
Well, the thing is that takes a certain amount of maturity level. And when I got cheated on and I went through his phone, the ultimate don't go through the phone thing. And I saw how much in love this lady was with him and da 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 da. I could have easily called her. I didn't call her because there was no need for both of us to be hurt. And I don't owe, like, I'm not trying to save her either. Because a lot of women think you're doing the other woman a favor by by calling her. My thing is, I'm not trying to, like, I don't know her. And it's not up to me to tell her the truth. I got to work out my situation. So I didn't feel it necessary for me to call her. And that's it. And so a lot of women, they feel that way. And I just think that it's wrong on so many levels.
Well, I do feel like attacking the other woman. I don't feel like letting her know is wrong, but I feel like attacking her like she's the one that came and searched out your husband when your husband probably asked her for her number,
right.
Called her a couple times, took her out on some dates with y'all money.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like that woman should attack that other woman. I think that if your man is cheating, you need to check your man.
I would agree.
And check him. He's the one that walked down that aisle with you. He's the one that looked in your face and said, I want to be with you.
I agree with you.
And it's just us.
But if you one of them chicks that was at the wedding, I got something for you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, listen, you all innocent until you ain't innocent. And
Yes.
that's just how I feel.
Well, I do agree on that point.
Right.
So you want to conclude this?
Well, how do you feel about that? I mean, can you be with man or woman that's cheated on you? And, there's a difference, like I said, between someone who's truly remorseful, really, really ready to put in the work, and those that just say, I'm sorry, and expect you to forget about it. What are your thoughts on it? Let us know. Like, subscribe, share, do all of that, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, and if you're one of those women that cheat with other men, now I didn't do mine purposely, he didn't tell me. But if you are purposely one that does it and feel like you have no shame, go ahead and add some comments. Or if you're one of those women that attack other women, add some comments there too. We would love to hear all the views that we can get. Thank you.
All right. Well, peace out. We'll see you soon.
Yes.